This is the future.
If you have watched the recent dev stream, then you know that Digital Extremes will be adding new features that will affect the platinum economy in the game. If you did not hear about it, then let me explain. But first, I would like to ask that if you like watching my videos and find them helpful, then don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on any uploads that we share on our channel. Also, giving a like to this video will come a long way, and help us somehow with the shitty YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much, and now, let's get back to the video. I was supposed to release this video weeks ago, and give you details on how you can actually make platinum while running the normal and steel path circuit casually, but then, the dev stream dropped and changed everything. But how can you get platinum in normal circuit? Well, there's the augment mods for each Warframes available in the rotation. Warframe augments does sell around 10 to 15 platinum, and you can just finish the tier 7 of the normal circuit, as this is mostly the spot for the Warframe augments, and then move on to the steel path circuit if you have access to it. Now, I know 10 to 15 platinum a week is not profitable, but it can help those new players in the game. Take note of the word casually here. I don't mean on making this an hour grind to make some platinum. It's easy cash and you can play it while you are farming Warframe parts in the process as a new player. On the other side of the spectrum, the most profitable loot right now are in the steep path circuit, namely those new Duviri arcanes. Let's just take one Duviri arcane example. For this video, we will be using the longbow sharp shot arcane as a reference. Longbow sharp shot is a primary arcane for bow that on headshot increases the damage of the next shot. The good thing about this arcane is that its damage bonus is multiplicative to base damage mods such as Serration, hence it's a great choice for bow builds such as the new Center Duviri bow, the Incarnate Red, and every bow out there including explosive bow like Kuva Brahma. However, it's very lame to use it in Kuva Brahma because we all know that headshot doesn't pair well with explosive bow. On the bright side, there's the likes of Nataruk does allows its damage to be so good with this arcane. At max rank it gives out 300% bonus damage to the next shot, but take note that it cannot be equipped on crossbows such as Attica, Nagantaka and its prime, and Zuja and its prime. In the market, one piece of this arcane sells for around 30 to 40 platinum in average, with the max out version being sold for 800 platinum or more. Now this is the seller's point of view. When it comes to buying, an average player is willing to pay 600 to 700 platinum to get the maxed out version of this arcane. That is still pretty profitable if you asked me, knowing that you can play casually a week. Okay, I know that you can't have max of this arcane in a week, but what I'm pointing is the fact that this arcane, and even other Duviri arcanes, sells for an average of 15 to 50 platinum in the market, makes it a good business for platinum making. To make it clear, arcane intention, primary exhilarate, secondary shiver, magus aggress, and primary obstruct sells for 15 to 25 platinum each on average, while longbow sharp shot, arcane reaper, and shotgun vendetta sells for about 30 to 50 platinum each on average. In a week, you can get at least 7 to 8 arcanes from completing all the tier of the steel path circuit, including the bonus tier rewards which houses 5 more arcanes every week. Plus 1 per day if you purchase it from the Duviri vendor named Acritus in exchange for some Pathos clamp. Well, you need to grind and kill Aura Worm with this, but it's still connected to steep path circuit since you will need to do Duviri experience, also get those crafting materials for your Incarnate weapons. Overall, just grinding the Duviri paradox will not only give you large profit, but also make your life easier as you would build your arsenal to be powerful enough to go against steel path and beyond enemies with the help of those new Incarnate weapons. So definitely, the Duviri paradox is an absolute goldmine right now since all the new stuff are fresh, and eventually, there are some players who are willing to pay some platinum to skip the grind so that they can test out those new arcanes in the game fast. However, I highly advise that you start the grind now, or should I say, I hope that you have started the grind since day 1 and start trading those arcanes, since this might chance once the 7 Crimes of Kullervo update drops. As you all know, there are those stagnant portals that opens up but you can't go through in the Duviri experience. I had a feeling that we might see these portals in the future as additional content, and I was right when Digital Extremes announced that this will lead to the Undercroft. Well, obviously Captain Obvious. The point is, after completing the Duviri experience, and exhausting all the decrees, you can dive into these portals to face against endless high-level enemies in the Undercroft, and you can even push it to level cap with all the decrees and power you have acquired from doing the Duviri experience. The good news is, this will be rewarded with Duviri Arcanes. The developer did not reveal how the Duviri Arcanes will be rewarded, but there are two possibilities. One is that we see the usual tier rewards wherein each tier will house different Duviri Arcanes. And just like usual, there will be bonus rewards will house additional Arcanes. I hope that this will be the case, as the second option I'm thinking would definitely crash the Duviri Arcane market. So, let me explain. With the tier system, we get limited Arcanes per week, and I hope that after finishing all the Arcanes, the developer will also add crafting materials on those stagnant Undercroft portals in Duviri experience, so we have another reason to push further aside from challenging ourselves against level cap enemies. The limited amount of Arcane we can farm means we can retain the prices of the current Duviri Arcanes in the market, since we can't farm them infinitely in just a short period, and it would take some setup and patience to do so. However, God forbid, if Digital Extremes decides that the reward system will be one Arcane after finishing a stage, then it's safe to assume that within a couple of weeks, or give it a month, the prices of the Duviri Arcanes will crash, and we can see some of them being priced at 1 platinum per piece. Just like what we saw from the Steel Path weapon Arcanes. I just hope that this is not the case, since it's better to limit the number of Arcanes you get per week in this scenario, because prolongs the rarity of the Duviri Arcanes, until they come up with new Arcane rewards to put in the mission. In fact, the developer notified that they'll be adding 5 new Arcanes in the Duviri Undercroft missions, which I think will be available in the stagnant portals of Duviri experience, and as well as the Steel Path circuit. Right now, I think it's the best time to sell those Arcanes for platinum, as they'll be abundant once the 7 Crimes of Kalervo update hits. We don't know exactly when, but it would be great to get rich now by selling those Arcanes, and farm them later when they are easier to get. This is just my suggestion, so take it or leave it. There's a 50-50 chance that Duviri Arcane's prices will drop when 7 Crimes of Kalervo update will come, and it's best to sell those Arcanes now for more profit, and farm them later for own use. Anyway, it would be easy to get them once the next update comes. But again, this is just my advice, and you can either take it or leave it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.